Super Stereo.
Hi, it's Miss Velocity here, part of the Super Stereo team, and I'm going to show you in this video how to set up the DM78 Phantom Valve mixer. This is the back panel of the mixer. Now we're going to start with the AC input here. This is the master XLR section, and we also have the master phono section. We then have the booth XLR and the booth phono. Here we have the effects send and return. Then we have the mic input down here, which takes XLR and jack, and then we have the volume control over here. Then this is the part where you can input your line and your phono, and then you can switch the phono to a line so you can have 4 line inputs. Then you take the mains, the AC, and you check that the notch is on the top, and what you do is you plug in with the notch facing upwards, and then you can lock it with this here. That. So now you have the left and the right, and these are the masters. Again, make sure these are facing upwards, and actually left is on top. Right, we're going to then go into the line and the phono. So this lovely blue one here is the phono coming up the deck, and this one's the line. So again, left on top, right on the bottom. Same again here. As you can see, they're going real nicely. And then the same again on this side. Right, left, right, left. Nice and easy. So now we're going to power up. Here you've got your power switch. What you want to do is you want to click on that, and as you can see, it powers up the mixer. Here you've got green light, great. If it's a red light, then it means the fuse is blown. Before switching on, you want to make sure your master level, which is here at the front in the middle, is all the way down, so you don't blow anything. And then you want to make sure that everything, when you're setting up, that everything is actually at 0. The crossfaders in the middle, the isolators are all at 0. All the EQs are at 0. Don't worry, if you didn't catch on where everything is, we'll be covering that. Right, so you want to make sure that your input is on phono, because we're going to be playing with the decks today. So on phono selection, and you get something going. Right, so here are your levels. So you're going to see them go blue, pink and red. So you want to get it pretty much touching the red. To get a nice level. Cool, so now we're going to get something going. So turn my turntable on, and you'll see the lights come up, and ideally you want to be sort of touching the red. You have the channel gain down here, so you can adjust that if you're not in the red, so you can get it sort of closer to that. Then you want to listen on your headphones, so you can put them on. But you put the Q button, which is here. You have a little light that lights up. And over here you want to make sure that it's on Q and not on master, so you can have obviously the song coming through the headphones. Here you've got the headphone volume, so you can adjust that. You're going to turn the volume on the channel fader up all the way, and then you're going to control the master. And what you want to do is you have the VU meters here, and you want to adjust them so they go between 0 and 5. It's the little red bit. And that gets you the optimum level for your valves. Okay, so now we're going to have a mix. We all mix differently, I know, but this is how I do it. So I'm going to adjust my EQs. I'm going to make sure the Q's on so I can hear this deck. I actually like on this mixer, I like to use the crossfader. So I'm going to put the crossfader onto that side, and I'm going to turn the channel all the way up. So they're both all the way up, and the crossfader's here. playing both tracks at the moment. Then you can start swapping over the EQs. Okay, quick rundown on where everything is on the mixer, so I'm about to give you a tour. Okay, so first things first, we're going to plug in the headphones, like that. Right, keep that away. Okay, so here we have the channel faders, over here and over here. Here we have the crossfader. Over here we have the channel cues, so you can select them so you can hear both of them, or like that. There you go. Cool. So then you have the headphone level here. You have the booth level here. So these two. Then you have the channel input, USB, line, and obviously phono. Bass, mid, high, those are your EQs per channel over here, these sections. And then here you have your isolators, like that. VU meters are the master level output. So here you have the headphone crossfader. You have your channel gains over here. This is at unity. Here you have the send, the master, and return. Again, the channel gain over here. And then here you have the mid-frequency range, and when you click it all the way down, you bypass the isolator, which you can see the light has come on, that says bypass. Okay, so when you're powering up, the VU lights are red, as you can see in the middle, and that means the valves are warming up. And when those turn off, that means the valves are at optimum level.
Super Stereo.